Going to play some more Space Engineers today. Pick up where we left off last night. It's kind of starting off on the Earth-like. There, so let's jump over to the game window. And we're going to continue game. Got a second to load up. So yesterday we landed what appears to be one of the poles of the Earth-like. We painstakingly converted our drop pod to a rover. Found essentially all the ore deposits that we're going to need, which is cool. Built ourselves a little kind of starter platform that we can kind of start working from. All right. Oh, we got plenty of power for now. That should last us quite a while. Let's hop in here and turn off the ore detector. Need to see all that while I'm standing here. So we got our survival kit on the base. Power's working now. We had issues with hydrogen production, but we're good now. So what? And we built a battery back here. So we will be collecting power. It had 2 hours last night, so 1 hour. Cool. 1 hour to full power. That'll be nifty. So we might want to put a connector on this so we can charge, but I don't know if it's worth it because we will probably not be using this for very much longer. Build something a little more purposeful. But let's see here. So we got basic frame, basic assembler. So probably next we need some sort of, I guess maybe we decide if we're going to put our base here or fly somewhere, because I know there's a station over that way. Oh, we also went and looked at the supply depot. It's got a single turret. If we wanted to break into it, we could pretty easily, but I'm hesitant to turn to piracy so early. There's really nothing, there's no need to do that just yet, I don't think. But it would be curious to kind of maybe make our way over closer to the outpost, which is I want to update that so that I know that it is on Earth. It's right over there. Maybe we go ahead and try to make a flying ship. Fly over there. Because we could drive it, but we're going to have to drive either over that mountain, which it looked a little messy up in here, or to come around this side. I just don't know what's over there. So I don't know if that's good, and it might be up on that hilltop, so yeah, I think a flyer is just the right choice. Let's hope we don't die right here trying to be cute and turn our jetpack off. Actually, let's look how much material do we have, because we probably... I mean, we could just retrofit this to fly. We already have plenty of upthrust. Maybe that's better. We could put some drills on the front of this. Turn the correct way. Dadgummit. There we go. We could do like 3 drills across the front. That might be better. Do that though, then we're gonna have to come in here and connect. Go. Blocks just so we can see. Because I didn't connect up the ship here. Might could move this gyro. And let's go ahead and take the parachute off. We don't... If I do that, where do I want to connect in at? Open this up so we can get in here and see what we got. Work with. I could put like I put a couple gyros in there. Alright, so what if we do this? Gyro. Like a gyro there and a gyro there. Probably too much gyro. Honestly. I'd rather have too much than not enough, especially if I'm gonna try to put some ore on this ship. Get in the hole. Okay. This side a little bit because we could trade. It's a small cargo. I could take that small cargo out. No, I don't have to. If I said did like a conveyor there. I'm slowly falling inside this ship apparently. And then I could do there and do oh gosh. Okay. Build this. Let's see if we can't make 2 of these. This is real convoluted and nowhere near the most efficient way to run this. But now if I'm going to do that, I really do need to put a connector on the back of this. So let's find our connectors. Work. Oh, I get the computers. There we go. Okay. I wonder... Oh, hey. Is that, Paul? Altrix? Welcome in. I still get confused by the follow sound. Like, what was that noise? And it looked like my alert box didn't show up. It's supposed to pop up in the bottom there, but I did not. Like it didn't show up for some reason. At least I didn't notice it. I wonder if... I don't know. I don't know how to recheck that. But hey, I appreciate you. Yeah, we're just so it's new game, just landed on Earth, the Earth-like. It's kind of slowly building up a base here. So we do have enough thrust. We can lift ourselves up off the ground, which is cool. And you know what? While we're here and have the ship up, let's pull this out. We don't need... yeah. We don't need that thruster there anymore. And we could probably throw some landing gears back on this. Took them off earlier. Let's put them... Awesome, thanks, man. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I'll add you on there in just a minute. Well, I can probably do that now. We'll pull up Discord on my other machine here. Maybe we'll do it on this one. Being slow over there. Need to get that set up over here, though. If I run, I have Chrome open on my desktop where I'm streaming from, it tends to cause problems. I'm trying to run a laptop to have like chat up and other stuff. I didn't even think to bring up Discord. There we go. So yeah, how you doing, man? Do you Play Space Engineers? You familiar with it? This first time checking it out? Let's put our landing gear. What's the back? Well, closer to the... That's right, it needs 3 spots. Okay. Alright, let's get some landing gears in place. Go. Build these up. Are they even? Yeah. Get... Build those. Okay. Hop in our ship. Let's put these landing gears into a group. Need to fix the naming of all this stuff at some point, but figure that out later. Good. Set her down. Make sure we're okay. Hey, they're not touching the ground anyway, so that's a big plus. They aren't now. Okay, cool. That works. Let's go get that unknown signal. We got enough. Worried we didn't have enough hydrogen there for a second. On the button. Over. Yep. Over. Come on, something cool. Badger drill. It's better than nothing. Oh, I see your Discord there. Rather than trying to type and play in 2 things. I have not been streaming very long. Maybe the last 2 weeks. I've been trying to kind of do some streams. Still very, very new. This stuff. I'm really just doing it for fun. It's not not something I think is I know a lot of people kind of get to do this for a living or make money off of this. It's really not my intent or goal. This is mostly just for my own enjoyment and amusement. There we go. Alright. Let's throw that stuff down. Drop that extra grinder in. Money in. Okay. Making this ship. Okay. So we have up thrust. We have plenty of vertical thrust. We're going to need left and right, port and starboard, and forward and reverse. I think we'll slap. Let's do. I want. Could do the flat mows, but we're already kind of using. Already using these ones, so we'll just stick with those. Let's do like. I want to go there. Oh. Too far forward, maybe? Well, I don't want it there because that's going to be in line with wherever I hook it up, and that could be damaging. So let's. That's actually fine because I'm going to be taking these supports out anyway. So. Let's do like one there. Yeah. Two on this side. Let's clean this off. Okay. All that stuff in. See if we can make some of these or build some of these up. So we can get this to get us a little flyer, throw some, slap a drill on it. We'll be able to collect resources way better, even though this doesn't have much storage on it. We don't need a ton right this second. I have a bad habit of trying to build too much stuff all at once, or go too big too fast sometimes. I've built other like large grid mining rovers kind of right from the start, and that can sometimes get. Oh, we need way more iron. Okay. To the mines. Where did our hole go? There it is.
Inventory full.
Inventory. Okay. Good.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
That other signal here in a second. Let's grab some power first. Actually, here, let's jump to the seat to grab power. That's better. Okay. Let's take a flight. And button. Nothing. That's what I figured. I think the hatch is on the bottom, so there we go. Ooh, computers. That can be helpful. Alright, got that cleaned up. Back to base. I don't know who's out here littering these probes everywhere, but really we're just being the responsible environmentalist by picking them up. Definitely has nothing to do with wanting to collect their parts and take their goodies. Alright, sweet. So we got forward thrust. We need lateral thrust. Not a ton, so let's do this. I think we can get away with just one here. To be needs to be there. Put a single block in the middle, maybe. Can't remember if it'll let me. Oh, come on. Okay. I think the problem is that it can't connect there. But it should connect. Oh, wait, no. It's probably this block right here. That'd be the problem. That makes way more sense. Here we go. Okay. Must have queued up way more Thrusters that I meant to. Alright. Now, I'm going to put drills on the front of this. Steel plate. What's in my build queue still? Thruster? Okay, take that out. Okay. So we'll finish building up those. That'll kind of give me an idea where stuff's going to sit. Come on. I'm out of iron. Yep. Alright, I just need a little bit though, so it's not a big deal. We can go get that by hand. Might be pretty close to no longer hand mining. At least,
full.
oh, got me. I'm holding a bunch of parts. That's gonna be troublesome. Get out of the hole. Get. There, we'll fly. There. Let's go get a backpack full. Come on. More. There we go.
Full.
Let's fly our way out of here. Maybe. Come on. There we go. Alright. Now. Go. Let's drill. Sweet. And we'll put 2 more drills, or another drill on each side here. These back wheels will be gone. So let's, and we want more forward thrust, or sorry, reverse thrust than forward thrust so that we can hold ourselves up while we dig. So let's plan on. Actually, at this point, let's go ahead and take these wheels off. I don't need them anymore. Use the parts. Let's leave that right there. And I should, I guess, also replace that. Replace that with the landing gear group. And switch lock. There we go. Now, eventually going to put event controllers on for that stuff. I found that I like having that. Have like landing takeoff event controllers that take care of all that. Right now, we can do it manually. Leave that. Oops. Oh, all through the world there. Theoretically, the drill doesn't need Air drills won't need that support, but it'll be nice to have it. And we'll use that. Place our thrusters. Maybe. If it'll allow us. Probably, actually, but it's not gonna. Let's do this. Go ahead and place those and see where it will allow us to put stuff. Just picked a bunch of computers, so we have those. There we go. And I accidentally placed them on the opposite ways of each other, so that's cool. Alright, so let's see, where will it let us place anything on that? I'd have to go up a level. Could go there though. And then probably place it on top of itself. This is definitely kind of ugly. Not a well-designed ship at all. 5, 6. But it's not supposed to be. This is a make it work kind of ship. I just hope that doesn't cause damage. We'll have to see. Very well could cause damage. I might have to move all these. And I gotta decide where am I gonna put my connector. Maybe you're off the back of the cargo here. I think that'll be low enough. I'll remove these two. Let's try it. Connector right there. Be real surprised if we don't have to take another 4 run here real quick. So bad. It's alright, we're going for raw function right now. We're not going for form. Things been made. What? Almost there. Oh, we're gonna actually run out of... So close. Motors. Just a couple motors. Tell you what. Where'd my hole go? Seriously, where'd my mining hole go? How did I lose? Okay, well, I was gonna say we'll do that, but let's get this unknown signal first. Maybe you don't have motors. Oh. Flying real fast towards the ground. Naturally, we want to push the button. Get a couple motors. Or like one or two or something in the cargo container, I think. Just one, okay. Maybe one in the parachute hatch? Yep. I think I need like 6, so we won't get them here, but it's alright. Just real close. And to our respawn pod. Okay. Nope. I need to finish this. It's technically I don't have to finish that for this to fly and work. So I could go ahead and do some digging with it. It's not great, but let's set some stuff up here. Actually, let's go for the arduous task of renaming things. This is just gonna be called the landing pod. Oops. Like how it apparently kept my stream title there. That way, if we have all this organized, it's just easier as we start connecting it up to things. To keep track of stuff. We're going to do all the thrusters at once. Do it this way. They're all going to be named the same thing. They tell us which direction they're pointed anyway, so I don't need them to be unique names. Put them in groups. Okay. Let's delete that group. is our LP thrusters. And pull them out separately. That way when we're flying, if we want to go forward, we can just turn those off altogether and saves a bunch of power. LP drill. Do a new one for the landing gears. Gyros. Okay. Nothing else needs to be grouped. Alright, so then let's come over here. Let's grab our thrusters. On off. Backwards thrusters. On off. Landing gear. Switch lock. Our battery. Recharge on off. Do ore detector on off, antenna on off. And also I read on the first. Oh, connector. Which lock our connector. Alright, I think that'll work. Not worry about the beacon. Then R2, we're gonna do drills and then the group of the drills. Alright. We got ourselves a little flying ship. It's real ugly. It is not great, but it should fly. Well, let's see. Draw one. Let's actually off, on. We definitely had some that would have been out of sync there. Now everything's on. Unlock. What? Hey man, appreciate it. I hate to hear that you're sick. That's definitely no fun. I noticed on one of the streams you mentioned your partner was sick, so I'm guessing you got whatever they had. Getting no. Forward and back's working. I get any like vertical thrust? No, not here. Oh, so these are hidden. Add those to the group. There we go. Also, let's rename them so they're all the same. That's better. Now we can hide them all, though. Don't actually need to see all these. That's gonna be better. Okay. Now we can fly. And just in time. Daylight. Oh, we max out our power though. Okay. Oh, yeah, big temperature swings like that are rough. We get some pretty wild swings here, so I can imagine. Yeah, glad you came in to hang out. Hopefully, things will be pretty chill as I crash my ship. Good for me. Oh, I still have a bunch of stuff in there. No wonder. Okay, well, let's... turn off everything. Let's do a little moving of materials by hand here. I had all this junk in here still. No wonder I was having trouble building stuff up. Also didn't help that I had a whole bunch of ice on this ship that I really don't need to carry. I wonder if that's enough weight. Nope, still not enough. Okay. Poorly designed ships fly poorly. Pull. Just iron out. This is oddly still faster than mining by hand, though, so overall a win. Stuff that's probably not getting deposited. I don't need to carry those. Not that they're that much weight, but every little bit helps. Okay. Now let's see if that is enough to fly. don't. I think I've managed to pull a bot every day. That I've streamed so far, or maybe not so far, but of the last. Still not enough. Lost my train of thought. Put a bot every day for the last like 5 streams or something. They're everywhere. Yeah, the first one I think is an actual person. They also had several people, trying to like sell me art, or I'm pretty sure they're trying to sell me the trick to becoming a professional streamer, some kind of nonsense. I just assume that means the bots look at it and go, man, this guy could really use some help. He's really doing poor. It's funny. Now that I got a little bit of resources, I actually can afford to put more thrusters on this, so maybe I won't crash so much. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me then. It's a bot coming around to do that. AI bots are pretty impressive anymore in their ability to actually communicate. I usually like to, if I get like the fake texts or whatever, sometimes I like having conversations with it just to see, like, how advanced is this? Because it is surprising on some of them. Yeah, that one kind of felt more like about the other. Like I said, I had 2 people, one last stream, one before that, approaching about buying art. They were, I think, real people. They actually had conversations and stuff. But kind of like we were chatting about the other day, I'm nowhere near needing custom art, and when the time comes, if I do decide I want some, it's probably not going to be from a random person that just popped up in a chat. I'd actually, go looking for them just to avoid any sort of scamminess. Let's put a couple more thrusters. Let's grab. Okay. Another one there. Other side. Yeah, and it's kind of like and that's why I would probably talk to him, just give it a chance, but it is kind of weird to like from a business standpoint, I understand, going out and like having to drum up business. So I get kind of where that's coming from. I don't blame anybody, but it's hard. I would find it difficult there to like discern the legitimate ones from the illegitimate. Just pop it right there. That's not a great spot, but these ships are very poorly designed. Or this ship is very poorly designed. I have built better ships. They're not all this bad. Out of nothing. Just not pull it through there. Production. Yeah. That would help a bunch too. Like, I definitely can give you something. Promise it'll look great. Or let me only talk to you in a private message here. I wouldn't want anyone else to see the conversation that's being had. Eventually call me out. That's true too. Like, the AI art stuff is kind of crazy, and like, I had I forget which one it was. I messed probably a year ago. Just wanted to see what it was about and was playing with one of the AI art generators on my machine here, and it was pretty crazy what you could how good some of that stuff came out. There's definitely part of me that's like, that might be the way to go for early art, but I kind of feel bad about that because it doesn't feel right. I don't know. Like, I used it to make some profile pictures for some D&D characters. Yeah, which that didn't feel bad. You know what? No, I think these only damage one block away. I think we'll be alright. Yeah, I think there's and I would agree there's a big difference between the personal use and profit. Like, obviously as it started to come out, we always heard stories of companies that are firing their art people because they could do it with AI, and it's like that. I don't know. It's not going to be as good. Yeah, and the way we train AI stuff, like even reports of like the medical stuff where early on AI was essentially naming anything with a ruler in it as skin cancerous because all the images they trained it on, had the little rulers because medical professionals want to see the size of the tumors or whatever, and so it associated ruler with tumor, and so is getting a lot of diagnoses wrong. It's like, well, it's our fault. If we train it wrong, it will do wrong things. Alright, so that's a lot more thrust. Let's see how that does now. Back in the hole. Might be a power issue more than a thrust issue. I may need to put another battery on. Yeah. The ship feels real heavy. That's alright. Made it out. Oh gosh. Oh, I have to build a purpose-built ship. This is not cutting it. Okay. Turn everything off there. Let's fly over here and get this unknown signal if we can get there in time. Yeah, so I do. I've been in IT for, gosh, 17 years, 18 years now. Hate to think about that. Makes me feel real old. But yeah, I can see where people really want AI. It's like everybody wants, the Jetsons. They want to just push a button and it do their job for them. And it's like that's just not. It's not practical in a lot of ways. And there are a lot of things that we can automate. I could automate a lot of people's jobs, but one, it's not really a goal of mine. I don't want people to be out of work. But at the same time, people need to realize that a lot of your jobs can kind of be done by it, but we still need a human touch in a lot of places. And it's like the stuff that people want. I think we want AI in the wrong places a lot of times. That's a big issue. I see anyway. To base. Oh yeah. Yeah, you're never going to be able to get away from the human element. And there's still so many things that we're just... There's a lot of stuff that humans are still just better at than computers. Yeah, and creativity is a big part of that. Like, you can't... I don't know that AI can ever replace that truly. Um, and the on-the-fly problem-solving skills that humans have. And I think there's also, a nuance to a lot of stuff that it's really hard to program into things. I've done some application development over the years, and it's like there's stuff that people ask for, and man, that's super simple for a person, and just incredibly difficult for a computer, and it's sometimes hard to explain that, uh, and why it's really important for people to be involved in certain processes. So, how are we doing on materials? Let's tank. Oh yeah. What's kind of terrifying is the science with brain organoids, where we're actually growing little bitty human brains and putting them on chips and using them for processing, because they do math real good. Um, it's kind of, I don't know, creepy, because we're actually training them with dopamine and stuff. I don't know, it sounds real sci-fi and post-apocalyptic. Yeah, facial recognition is real weird to me too, 'cause you get into the whole like uncanny valley thing, and it's like, why is it important for us to distinguish the faces so uh, accurately? Like, what are we hard coded to not trust? I need to do here. I was gonna put a ship. So I got a little bit of mining going on. That's probably enough that I can get anything I need. How do I have? How am I doing on other materials? Cool. I'm definitely gonna need some more nickel. Silicon will probably be okay for a little bit. Let's do one more trip. Get some nickel this time. Got nickel there already, so we'll get that. See. Yeah. Because I think it was what there were 4 humanoid species, kind of all running around at around the same time. There probably was some important differences there to understand. I should check, make sure we're not. Back up, empty ourselves out here. Can drop all this ice because I don't need it. on ice. You don't need it. Whatever. Oh, I can fix that by just turning it off. Doesn't need to be on. I'm not doing anything with it actively. That's probably the other thing I need to fix. Survival kit. Oh, okay. Oh no, because I never told it to... Why is it pulling stone? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Yeah, some of the junk DNA stuff is like very intriguing to me. Like what is there? What is there that we maybe think is junk, but in reality has a purpose. Of course, when you get the people out there trying to like CRISPR their own DNA, turn stuff on and off, that's probably not the soundest of sciences. That nickel. I dug a hole to get nickel. No. This was probably the nickel hole. Okay. Let's back up, make that a little shallower. Incline. Now that does sound like a pretty interesting course. Like where does our free will come from, and how free are we with it? If our baser instincts still actually control a fair bit of the decisions we make. Cool, honestly. Right now, anyway. Those are probably both very good answers. You know, I mean, a lot of people like making uneducated speculation, though, so that's, okay. I mean, I think that's a reasonable definition for most cases, I would have to assume. I had to imagine there's a lot of complexity in that still. Damaging the ship. Good. Alright. Let's drop off some hydrogen. Go get this, and then I think maybe ship. Now we might just fly over to this outpost. Just check it out, see what they have available. These. So annoying. Oops. That's not supposed to happen. Here. At least one of the gyroscopes fell off. That means it's going to be flipping and flopping less. Battery, I think, is what blew up. Cargo was intact, though. That's what matters. Free stuff. That actually went better than normal. Normally these things, like, fly into bits everywhere and end up getting split in half and going two different directions. Oh yeah, I remember having some fun, a fun sociology class in college and writing some papers and reading, some of the reading we did. But it's been so long now that yeah, I can't remember that stuff. Have to put more important things in my brain, like how to play these video games. Let's take our money. Fly our not great ship after we've emptied it, of course. Thrusters on. Lock. Turn off forward, or the backward thrust, so I don't need forward braking. So now we can cruise. Yeah, there's some wild progression with like brain chips and stuff like that. I saw one company had it was like an external cap. It was like an alpha wave reader, and apparently a couple using a fairly heavy lag used it to play Elden Ring. I forget what they had to put like a several second delay, but literally with an external cap could do it. It was like that was insane. Um, I forget who it was. Yeah, there's been some wild research with that stuff. Or the old Elon's Neuralink. The first guy that had that implanted, they had some issues, from what I understand, with the several of the leads kind of went bad. So he had quite a bit of control, and then he lost some of it. I think they're going to have to go back in and reattach some leads, but he was able to do some wild stuff with an implanted chip like that. I know several years ago I saw research where they were using macaques, I think it was, little monkeys. They wired them up to control a robotic arm outside of their cage that could reach food, and they were able to use the arms to pass food into their cages, which very impressive. Still felt that seems a little mean to the monkeys, but this is better than the ones they did where they like strapped them down and made them do stuff. Yeah, I think we're getting pretty close to stuff like that, which is again wild, but super at the same time, like really exciting to think that we could replace a lost limb or something with robotic limb and get similar functionality with it. Why were you moving? Why are some of those still on? They're not. I didn't get them in the group properly. That's why. Okay. Keeps going forward, but that's okay. Any free stuff we can take? Flare gun. Work. Before we see what all they have for sale, let's go see what free stuff we can take from them. Yeah. Nobody wants to do the mundane stuff though. I want to take a I just want like a gene therapy treatment that, you know, makes me thin, gives me muscles, and take a pill for perfect health. You know, it's that simple. It's easy, right? Put all our money away. You got anything fun for sale? Oh, they sell ships. That's a big find. Close one here. This could make things a lot easier. Yeah, hooking hardware to wetware. Like that's definitely gonna be a problem. Yeah, I don't blame you there. You'd think we would be able to do more of that, honestly, already. Okay. So ships, we don't have enough to buy a ship right now anyway. Contracts do we have? Okay, those are all pretty. This might even be worth. We can definitely do those with the ship we have. Yeah, it is kind of odd that the human back is not correct. Like, we've evolved to deal with it, but, or to this point, we've evolved enough that we can function, but like we're still not designed to be on two legs. Though, probably do that too. Good little chunk of money. Okay. Power cells are heavy though, and I don't know if I can carry all those current ships, so we're gonna hold off. Search ones are pretty easy, but I'd really like to have a better ship if I'm going to do those. Okay. I only got level 2. I didn't see that over here. Oh, it's gone. No wonder it's here. Daggone it. That'd been cool to get level 2. Yeah. And if I remember right, our knees are not really designed properly for all the other functions we do. Like we can run for days, but better hope your knees hold out. And by we, I definitely do not mean me. I can run for roughly 30 seconds, and then I'm done. over. Push the button. Button. Ooh, nope. Okay. So, clean this up, and then I think we'll run the quick mission there. Then we're gonna put a purpose-built ship to do all this stuff. I was debating if I wanted to move my base, but I think I might just build it right where we're set up. We're not that far away from that outpost. We have all the resources we need right where we're at. So we can chill here for a second while we fly. I have to say, I get way less frustrated with this game than Brotato. Uh, been live for like an hour and a half, and I don't feel like I'm just getting upset at myself or at the game or not making progress, even though this is a way slower game in general. But this one's also kind of odd because you kind of have to make your own goals. It's really just designed to be a big sandbox game, so you kind of have to figure that out. What's going to motivate you to do different bits. Make progress and whatnot. I never actually played Minecraft, kind of surprisingly. I played Terraria for a while, for a long while actually, but never really got around to Minecraft. And like, this one, you have implied goals of, there are other planets. So eventually I crash land here. I'm gonna build up enough base that I can go to the moon. I think that's the moon. And then the moon, you can branch out to other planets. There's one way over there. There's Mars and Europa. Um, there's a couple other planets. So it's kind of like going to planet hop. There are space pirates, so you can kind of take over their ships and capture them. And they do make scenarios for these games, and there's community scenarios as well that have kind of very story-driven events and goals. You kind of, like I said, you're kind of just making up your own storylines as you go. There's a couple really good mods that add encounters in, so you actually have like factions that come after you and that sort of stuff. Like, I think the last game of this I was playing, I built a real big like land crawler base. Actually, land crawlers field, but it was that was kind of the goal I wanted. I just wanted like a big monster mobile base. And then I've set up like ones where you just have little like refueling stations all around, and like I think this, the way the sandbox is set up and the way the game works, like it's definitely set up to be a multiplayer experience. There's sure some servers that are set up really well for that. There you go. Hey, yeah, that's a big part of this. Just you get some inspiration to run something else. Oh, I gotta remember my key commands. I haven't played this for probably like 2 months, and I've forgotten a lot of my key commands on how to shoot. Go through the buttons. The thing that brings up my log. What? There it is. Alright, I need 443 kilos of nickel, 104 kilos of silicon. Sip small tubes. Okay. How many small tubes do we have? Let's grab that right now. 43? Bam. Cool. 14. That's not enough. Let's just make like 200. Be plenty. Nice. Yeah, building bases is like fun. So I'm in survival mode, so everything kind of like has a cost and whatever. But you can definitely go into creative mode. You know, everything is free to build, and you can build some pretty elaborate stuff. And this game also has a bunch of automation, so you can build these like programmable blocks. And they will actually take C# code. You can write C# code within it to do stuff, and then or there's timer blocks, and they're just like a basic like if then gates and stuff like that. You can have them assign actions to groups, and there's a big like programming set to it, which you don't have to do any of that. It's not necessary. I don't think I've ever written anything into a programmable block here, but you can definitely do some pretty impressive stuff with it. Silicon. Just need a bit. Yeah, like I said, I was a developer for a little bit. It's kind of, I feel like my role in the IT group has always been whatever we needed done was the job I got. So right now I'm doing mostly workflow corrections, building procedures, building workflows, fixing processes. But I've done developer, I've been a project manager, I've ran our help desk for a little while. Did hardware, software support. I've gotten around. So, yeah, you know, I don't even need to take the ship. I can just fly myself. Man, let's be more. I want to be more realistic in this video game. I probably shouldn't just be jetpacking my way around places. Yeah, you know, writing code, it's like riding a bike. Once you know how to do it, you're never gonna, you won't forget. It's all just remembering syntax and stuff. You know, at a point, if you understand how logic works, it generally works the same kind of everywhere. Yeah, it's. I'll be honest. Yeah, logic is always kind of the big piece. I think what's unfortunate with, I don't know. I remember right, you're in Canada. I don't know how it is for you all up there, but You know, for us, a lot of the job market wants to see an education, wants to see, you know, college, this or that. I've worked with, you know, guys that have all kinds of degrees. I've worked with guys that, you know, barely graduated high school, you know, doing IT stuff. And I, for me, it's more about, you know, the experience that they have coming into a job, and if they seem like they have a willingness to learn what they're doing. I really don't care what kind of education somebody has. I, I don't think it's I don't think it's critical, but HR departments seem to love that stuff, and they don't want to talk to anybody that hasn't, you know, done some sort of degree program. Yeah. If you're, you know, if a person is somewhat intelligent, and you know, is willing to work with you, you can teach them anything. I can teach how to do anything, so that's not a big deal. I rather have somebody that's easy to work with than somebody that comes in already knows how to do all the stuff. I've definitely worked with some guys who, you know, I know do that, I can do this, I can do that. They're not real fun to work with. And it sucks enough to have to go to work. I don't want to have to actually deal with people. I'm sure there's some people that thoroughly enjoy going to work. That's not me. I work so I can do other stuff. I'm making notes. Wish I had that kind of money. Okay. Here. Same stuff. Can't buy ships yet anyway. Right? Nothing that's that cheap. No. Gotta have like a bill for a ship. Okay. I can check if there's any more free stuff though. Hey, they restocked it. And what's real nice, this doesn't count as stealing or piracy in the game. Apparently this is it's all just meant for you to take. Alright, let's go build some better ships. I was looking at getting better mic or even just a different headset. And then yesterday, I was flipping through the playback and of the stream, and I had a lot of buzzing coming through. I'm guessing it was something in my headset. Um, I didn't really notice it in real time. I don't know, but I need to get a new headset just because. landed here. God, I can't make any real quick adjustments in this. It just doesn't have the power for it. Okay. And that off. Stay on. Excuse me. Cool. Don't need to carry two guns. So let's start by grabbing some steel plate. And let's throw down. Landing gear. Just drop some blocks to give us a place to build from. Build out this way. Alright, so let's build probably a better mining rig would make sense first. That way if we need more stuff to build the other ships, or build out the base better, we can do that, because we definitely will need to do that. I feel like building a stationary mining rig. Do I? There we go. I'm gonna need all that iron. This is where the decisions come in. Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. Let's hold off on that for a second. Stupid indecision and executive function getting in the way. That'll work. That'll work. I don't even need to go that far. Let's do. I'm gonna build a big old mining rig here. That way. Conveyors. Need a hinge probably. Rotor. And I'm gonna need distance. And first things first, let's build conveyors up. But just change even this because come right off of there. Build full ones. there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 5. Okay. Build these up. Yeah, I definitely get that. It can be a real pain sometimes. The whole decision paralysis is big pain in the butt. Which that can be a big problem with the game. Yeah, games like this where like, what can you do? Anything you want. Yeah, I've definitely had some real struggles with that very recently, actually, where I got out of bed. I made my way out of bed because I was hungry. That was kind of the only thing that got me going. Square pistons. Not. I've looked out and just missed my power. Good. Yeah, I only function with pressure. Like, it's very frustrating. I've had to try to explain that to my boss at work. Like, I have no problem doing work, but you have to give me a deadline, or it's not going to happen. And it has to be a realistic deadline. If it's not realistic, then I just won't do it either. But yeah, I need a little bit of fear to make me productive, I guess. Or maybe it's the excitement of last minute doing everything. That's how I always did schoolwork when I was a kid. Yeah, it's been a while now. I had a diagnosis of depression. Definitely hasn't got any better. So that's still kicking around. I always feel like anxiety was not something I had a big problem with. Then I hear people describe how it worked for them, and I'm like, maybe I did, and I just didn't know any better. um, but it doesn't feel like that's a big one for me. And I'm really curious about attention deficit disorder. Like, there's a lot of things that seem like a bit for me. The more I see about it or read about it, I'm like, man, that feels real familiar. Wonder. And then all that stuff kind of has comorbidity with each other, so it makes sense. Yeah. I, for what it's worth, I've done some of the. We joked around about it at work because working in IT groups, you are essentially just surrounded by autistic people. Everyone is some flavor of high functioning autism um, within those groups. It attracts us. Um, so we always kind of laugh about it, make jokes. And we were doing found one of the it's a self exam, so they're very the validity is questionable. But it was by one of the big organizations that do like the testing for autism. We all took them and we all scored like well into the range, to no one's surprise. And like, I don't know how anyone could tell that about me. Like another game that I have probably 1,000 hours in is Factorio. We just described it as homework the game. I like building factories and calculating ratios. Yes, to do. You also like trains because there's trains. You guys knew your target audience. Exactly. If part of me would like to go get a formal diagnosis just to know. I don't guess it would make that much of a difference for me. Um, It'd just be a curiosity. I don't know what it would. Like I said what how much good it would do, but it would be at least interesting. So up we can spin. Let's throw a couple to go out. It'll be helpful. May not have to. At this point, I've kind of lived with all my stuff for so long, it feels normal, so. Yeah, it surprises me that um, I look back at myself as a kid. It's kind of like, man, I don't know how I didn't get diagnosed with something back then. But yeah, I'm 40 years old, so that here in the states at least, like that stuff wasn't even thing. You weren't autistic unless you were fully nonverbal, and like, it was never even a thought. ADHD meant that you were up just running around breaking stuff and causing trouble. So if you were anything but that, uh, you know, having trouble focusing on your tasks just meant you were lazy. It's funny talking to people that um, you know live with that stuff regularly, and kind of the way that it wasn't addressed when we were all kids, and you start talking to people who are like, they don't even realize that things they do are not normal, um, and not in a necessarily that's wrong or bad. It's just like, yeah, that's not it's not how life has to be. Yeah, like yeah, that. How was I supposed to know it was for me? You put it there. I assume it was yours. It's not. It's not mine. Didn't ask for it. I struggle with object permanence. Um, I just didn't even realize that was a thing till fairly recently. Like, if it's not around, if it's not in front of me, I lose track of it in my brain. I have to just be looking at it. Very frustrating to me with people, because I have a similar problem of like, I'll go weeks without talking to somebody and it doesn't register to me, and then like, oh man, couldn't have done that. Uh, let's come here. I need to name these. Square piston. Piston. Skip there. This will be out. Drill up. Starter, because I'll probably have another one on the drill head. Okay. Let's throw. Piston, another piston. Yep, good. Piston. Piston. One more. That should get us sufficiently deep. Those are not all facing the same direction. Don't bug the crap out of me if I don't fix it. Dang it. Restart. Cell 2. Which way are we going? Do it that way. Pipes towards us. Go. Let's do 5 of these. Those. And well, everything but the extended one. That one's share inertia tensor on all those. That way they jiggle less. Same with the rotor. Jiggles less. Stuff. Technically, I think they're functional without the steel tubes, but no reason not to build them all the way up. Pretty sure we have all the resources we need. Okay, now let's do 5 of these. 1, 2, 3. While that's happening, let's these two go down. Piston. Can more easily group them when the time comes. There. So we got that. Now we got to make a decision. Do we hinge and then rotor, or do we rotor hinge? I think we hinge, put a piston so we can extend. That's what we do. Okay. Going to hinge. Is that the way we want to hinge? Yeah. go ahead and extend another one of those pistons all the way up, because we're going to need to. Oh, this needs to be renamed because it's not drill with 3 L's. Set your speed. Go. Set everything eventually anyways, doesn't matter. Let's build this hinge. Put another piston. Over-engineering this thing that absolutely does not need to be over-engineered. It's going to do very little work. Realistically, it should probably be on this side, so I could have got cobalt with it and not just iron, but oh well. We can theoretically do some weird stuff with it later. Maybe blow it all up. I guess really I want all this iron so I can build a bigger, better base. Alright, so we can hinge and extend out. So then let's rotor that so the drill heads will spin. Yeah. Yep, shot it. Doing all materials, by the way. Okay, we're doing good. Doing good. We will be able to finish this drill without too much problem. But we're going to have to build some more storage, because it's going to dig up a whole bunch of stuff. But it's alright, because that will mostly be iron, which is what it will be digging. Alright, so now go aheads. Oh, I need to move it up just a little bit more. That one. Oh, that one. Should be plenty. Drill. 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 I think we can go, yeah, let's go 5. A lot of resources, but we're going to get them all back. Put all that in production. Alright, so all of our... Oh. Go ahead Square piston. Share extensor. Rotor. This is the drill head. Advanced rotor. Air extensor. Drill cells. Let's drill head. So those all go together. Base. Drill down. Pistons. Pistons. There. Piston go. Oh, I fixed the L's with goodness. Alright. Nope. There. Just redo it, because I apparently can't spell. Drill. Base. Drill. Up. Pistons. Okay. I think that's all the groups I need for this. Let's build those drills up. It's going to take a minute. Need to get some more hydrogen, or I fall out of the sky and kill myself. Do-do. This thing's faster. Oh. Now we got plenty of silicon. Never mind. It's just being slow. Okay. So, go ahead and start setting this up. Let's give it. Let's go here to second block. Oops. Drills. On off. Yeah, that's fine. We're going to end up collecting a bunch of ice, but that's okay. We can convert that to hydrogen. We're going to need it anyway. That, and we're going to bring the up pistons. Toggle them on off. to set them to... Let's do an extend, a tract. I'm not going to worry about the outs right now, because those will get used very rarely. Downs, on, off. Extend. Tract. Then we need the rotor. Top on the head rotor. Rotor lock on, off. And the other stuff, if we need to move it, we'll deal with that. That won't happen very often. Same with the hinge. That's only going to happen when we need it. So let's actually work on that hinge. Let's be real at hinge. Shared extensor, hinge lock on. Big braking torque on that, just in case. Deal with the limits later if I need to. But the rotors. Drill head advanced rotor. Sorry. Top one. Let's lock that in place. Give it braking torque. Head advanced rotor. Lock it right moment. Give it a big braking force. But also give it a velocity. I think negative is what we want it. Take care. And it needs like -2. Alright, man, good luck. I hope you start feeling better. Yeah, get you some that delicious caffeine. At least that part of the day we can control. Appreciate you hanging out. Appreciate the conversation, man. It was good. Yeah, hopefully if you stream later, I'll try to hop on and catch you. But we'll definitely catch you later at some point. So, let's see if we can finish building those drills. That's what we'll do. I'll do that. I can go right here and do it. And that's good. That shows me that I got everything piped up correctly. Oh, it's still producing. Okay. Almost there. Work. I think we're close enough to the iron. Dig right where we are. Should be alright. How much storage space do we have? We got it. build a big cargo container just right off of this. Is it right? Interior. Take on it. One interior plate. I have 0. Perfect. Oh, we're so close. Find everything we have. How much do we need? Not much. Now, I think earlier I said no more hand mining, but I think I lied.
Inventory full.
I think that will give us enough. No. Go. Now we will not have to hand mine. So we can put the drills on. Put a shake there. Thing. I'm looking, checking the shear inertia tensors on for everything but the last one, which is correct. Hinge is in there too, right? This rotor, there's the hinge. There's the other advanced rotor. Head. Top. Okay. That's fine. Alright. A little bit of shake's actually not a big deal. Okay. So the drill spans. Good. Now what we have to pick is the up pistons. I'm going to give them a speed of negative 0.1. Really slow. Hopefully that will start digging soon. Okay. Now it would probably be good. We could build this cargo container. Still don't have any interior plate? Really? Let's use a single interior plate. So I can start this. Okay, that'll work. Now, put all that in production. Real slow. That's what I want. Because I'm not going to have enough iron, most likely, to build those interior plate, I don't think. Saying I need 700 or so. I have 600. Let's grab just a little more by hand. It also looks like this is a fairly widespread but thin layer of iron, so it's probably good that I put that rotor in place.
Inventory full.
So I can spin that around a little bit and cover a wider area with my drills. If I get this built, then I'm not worried about mining through stuff and wasting anything. Come on. Oh, my power's awful. That's gonna be a problem. You know what? Let's... Oh, hang on. That's why we have the battery. Oh. Oh. Never mind. We got plenty. We got power in the battery. Yeah, the turbines are doing awful because we're in like a dead snow kind of situation. That's exactly why we built the battery last night, at the end of last night's stream, because this exact thing would happen. There we go, sweet. Now we got all the space we need. I don't have to worry. Just in time to start digging through the ice. We're really going to put a hurt on our battery probably here real soon, but that's okay. I don't mind. I will, however... Ooh, I fell in the hole. Here... Turn that on to recharge because I don't want base stealing power from the ship. I'd rather the ship be active than the base, oddly enough. Alright. Now we have that. We probably also need hydrogen tank and a hydrogen engine. Tank. And I can decide. I think I'd be careful about. I guess I could just set it right on top of the... No, no, hold on. Let's put it. Off the tank. Yeah, like that. Put it right there. I like that. That way, we have something we can run into and explode later. Still grabbing ice. Probably won't be able to build that until we get. Yeah, it's gonna a lot of iron. We don't have that much iron. It's a good thing we built the cargo because we already are full of ice. Okay, we need that to get through that ice layer. How much more ice can we hold? We're already halfway full of ice. Oh my goodness. I forget how much space ice takes up. I mean, it will be nice though to already start working on converting it over to hydrogen because eventually we're going to need that to fly around. Hey, we're starting to grab stone, finally. Okay, that's cool. Now, I will be annoyed if we hit 0 iron here. Oh, come on. Through steel tubes, and we'll be able to start processing the ice, albeit slowly. And because we're going to have a bunch of hydrogen, I'll probably slap a hydrogen engine on here as well. Because we're surrounded by ice, so there will not be a shortage of ice. That will not be a problem. Right at the edge of where the iron should be, I think. Let's see, if we don't hit it by time. Oh, yep, I see it peeking through. Sweet. Now it's just a waiting game. So it's making the... Oh, it's going to make all those before it gets to the pipes, most likely. It's annoying. It's alright, we're getting into good items. Oh, should check my inventory. Make sure we're not wasting that. Oh, we are. We're wasting it. Alright, turn off, off, off. Why did that, why is that still spinning? Birdwalk is on. Oh, because I'm spinning too fast. About just one. Okay. Oh, minus 1.5. Okay. Oh, minus 1.75. That's too much. Okay. Do that. Sun's coming up. Hopefully that's gonna push this snow away, maybe? Be nice if the weather would change. There we go. Now... Hydrogen tank. It is filling. Last little bit there. All right. I'd like to put in... Let's do this. Let's put it... there, maybe? Steel plate. Okay. Let's put it... That works, but I don't like that placement. Rather be that placement, but it won't connect right. Let's just put it... We'll do that. Let's put it right there. I'm sorry. Select that. Think one O2H2 generator can power 2 engines. So I think that I'll be like, I'll still be positive on power. Yeah, these are starting to come back too. So that's good. Now, how's our battery looking? So yeah, it's going to be charged. So let's go ahead and turn this off. I don't think it needs to be running right now. We'll only use that when we are power's really low. Maybe put a timer block in to turn it on and off. Maybe. Maybe. Okay, we got plenty of stuff there. It's going to take a while. But now we have essentially all of the iron that we could ever want for a little while anyway. Enough that we can probably start building build ships, we can build the base. We may have to go get some more nickel and silicone, but we have quite a bit of stone, so maybe not. Might go down in our hole and get a little bit more cobalt, possibly. And then silver and gold we'll need, but not really for building anything super necessary. Get some silver for a med bay, maybe. Maybe some better tools. That's actually what we should look at. It's tooling. So we have tier 2 tools, or I don't know if that's tier 1 or tier 2. I'll be honest. I feel like this is tier 0. This is tier 1. So grinder needs silver. Drill needs silver. Silver, cobalt. And then platinum. I think all the tier 3s need platinum. Yeah. But we could maybe next time get grabbing some silver. And now that we have this, so we made a little trip over there, so we know they sell ships. Yeah, I think maybe that's good. This should be filling up. 4 is awesome. It'll be slow. We probably need another O2 gen, but let's. Oh, we got a storm coming in, so our power's going to be Oh no, that's big wind. So good power. Yeah, let's save our game though. I think we're gonna. I think we're gonna call it. It's been 3 hours. That was good. Let's try something else. Let's try going to that screen. Yeah. I think now I have that. Oh, did you seriously just show up? Ah, you big loser. I mean, honestly, if you want to see stuff, I was gonna just essentially get some more water and take a little break, but not like I was going to do anything productive. I don't mind playing some more if you want to see some more of the game. Yeah. So, oop. It's good. Got quite a bit done. Second here to. All right, it's gonna be storm rolling in, so it might be a little harder to see. So first thing, we took our little pod, the drop pod, put a big nose on it, so added some drills, and a bunch of extra thrust so we could mine with it. We didn't have to do it all by hand, and it sort of worked. Not the best. This is pretty poor design, but it did function enough. We essentially drilled down into a hole down here. But yeah, we used the iron that we got from that to build out this drill rig. So now we don't have to hand mine. We can kind of set this and forget it. And basically, it's got these pistons, all these square rectangular tubes here, pistons, so they go up and down. You set them to move kind of nice and slow automatically. So basically, these were all slowly bringing this whole rig down. And once they're all the way down, these ones will extend and push our drill heads, these guys, out further. And they're on a little rotor that spins, so they carve out a circle rather than just a straight line of things. And we put this whole armature on a rotor, so I can carve out a whole arc of land if I want. And we had to hurry up as we started to drill. We had to hurry up and build this cargo container here because we were going to run out of space. Because we can only hold, in the current one we could only hold 15,000 liters worth of stuff. We built that up essentially instantly. So we currently are holding, let's put it here, large cargo container. So it is completely full, mostly of ice, with some stone, but we also got a little iron that's getting processed. So we're kind of, inventory essentially is completely full at the moment. So we're processing stone and iron to raw materials, but we had to do something with the ice. So this is a hydrogen tank. It will hold a bunch of hydrogen. So it is currently filling, very, very slowly, but it's currently filling using the ice that we picked up. And also added a hydrogen engine, so if our power gets low, like earlier we had a snowstorm, basically all the wind was gone, so our wind turbines weren't really doing much. So now we can run a hydrogen engine if we need to, for some power. Kind of the next, that was kind of what we flew over to the outpost that's over here, and it basically sold. It sells ships, which is cool because not all of them do that. Um, if we get a bunch of money, we can buy a ship, or we can start building our own. They also give you tasks you can do. So we ran a couple, essentially missions, um, collect some resources and deliver to them. But they have kind of ongoing missions there. And one thing I think last night you may have left. We went over to, I don't know if you saw us go over, somebody go over to this base, the supply post. It's a little base. It's neutral to us. We could pirate it if we wished, but then we get like bad reputation with that faction. So probably don't need to do that, but it's always an option. We could steal their stuff if we want. Yeah, that's kind of the I guess the cliff notes of what got done in this stream. If you want, I can fly over to the other bases. You can see how it, like this is a yeah. Once Space Invaders, it's really slow, but once you kind of get going and you start that initial resource gain, like it kind of snowballs pretty quick. Here we can fly over to the other base. This is a really not good ship for a lot of reasons. Oh, it's also probably full of stuff. Okay. I take that back. Oh, wrong button. We're not going to fly over in this because it is full of stuff. It will not actually make it. Get back to the dock here. Did that break? Okay. I'm not gonna fly over that because it's so full of stuff that that would be a really rough flight. And so I haven't put a reverse camera on this one yet. I usually do on like my legit ships, but that kind of felt just like a quick throw it together. Obviously, this is really poorly designed. That was supposed to just kind of get me through to building another ship, and then I haven't. Then I got distracted essentially by unknown signals and building this drill and all the other stuff. But yeah, I normally will throw a reverse camera on. Because sometimes flying in third person feels wrong, almost. I mean, in the really big ships, you don't really have much of a choice, but it does feel a little weird sometimes. Yeah, got quite a bit done today, and kind of run around digging holes. It wasn't too bad. Yeah, I think next step will be building a proper mining ship, not that thing, and then probably a proper delivery ship so I can fly stuff over to the outpost and run missions for them and stuff to earn some money. And then in between doing that stuff, we'll start building out the actual base, because I think I was debating on whether I was going to move it somewhere closer to the outpost or stay here, but I think I'm going to stay essentially in this general area. There's just all the resources are here. It's going to be easy to build on, so I think that's the right choice. And it's because it's so flat, like expanding will be really easy when it's time to like start building something to go into space or however we're going to do that. So I think that's going to be the plan. But yeah, so I think I'm going to mostly rest my eyes. I was like locked in for too long. I was smart though and wore my little computer glasses. Yeah, wore the old computer glasses, so wasn't as bad on my eyes, but still kind of tiresome there. And I'm out of water, so I need to probably refill that. But yeah, maybe next time you'll be able to make it in, and I think I'm probably gonna stream this more than Brotato. I like this more. It works better for me, and my machine seems to handle it. That was my biggest concern, that my GPU wouldn't hold up to doing streaming and actually playing this. But, yeah. Alright, and hopefully the background music's not too loud. Yeah, alright, well, appreciate it, and same, Space Orc, yeah, I appreciate you popping in. I feel bad for, like, leaving right as people show up. It's not like I have a massive group of people that come in here, but I do think it's time for me to take a little bit of a break, so I appreciate it. Hopefully next time I'll be able to go a little longer, or I'll pick my times a little better. Catch everybody later.